Tesla earnings. What if everything that you think you know about Tesla is wrong? Not slightly, not missing a few details, but fundamentally wrong. Tonight we're covering the earnings. It comes up in just a few minutes time.
Earnings.
It's a big night and I've got audio coming from somewhere.
That you think you know
That's
about
annoying
Tesla
the hell out of me. Where did that come from?
Not slightly, not missing a few details.
Sorry about that. It's a live show. Can you believe it? I'll be right back in a few minutes. You have just a few minutes. What a start to a show. You have a few minutes to share this out. Tap the like button. We've got the earnings. If you are watching this later on as a video, you can skip the next bit. This is the build up for the live event. Don't go away. It is Tesla earnings night. We've got all the facts. We've got all the information. Are you ready for a great night? Let's do it. Here we go. The Tesla earnings right after this. What if everything you think you know about Tesla is wrong? Tonight is the Tesla earnings. Very exciting stock movement at the moment, but how's it going to affect the market and what's going to happen? What if everything you thought about Tesla was wrong and not slightly off, not missing a few details, but fundamentally wrong? Tonight, while we prepare for the numbers, which will be out shortly, the earnings call is in 1 hour and 15 minutes. We're going to cover it all live. All the information shared to you on the screen. 4K surround sound, the best live broadcast in the world. We love it. I've got $700,000 invested. I'm all in on the markets. Are you? So as we prepare for tonight's earnings, you might want to consider tapping the like button. Have you all done that? Have you clicked subscribe and rung the bell? Have you all done that? Because if you do, we have a little treat for you. We do. If you do tap the like button, we reward you with the little fellas. Hey, there they are, the little fellas. Always nice to tap the like button. It just means you're a nice person, basically. That's what it's all about. Anyway, so most people are going to be reacting tonight to the surface, to the numbers. Revenue up, revenue down, deliveries missed, margins squeezed. I'm going to show you what's actually happening underneath. What's going on with Tesla? 10 facts, 10 things that the average Tesla investor has never sat down and fully absorbed. And I'm wondering right now, the last one, I'm going to warn you on the last one, last of the 10, the last one could completely rewire how you see this company. I think it will. So buckle up for a night of Tesla. Stay with me, because if you leave before fact 10, you'll have watched 9 facts and missed the one that ties them all together. You can be live on the show tonight. You can super chat. You can be part of it. Have your name read out on the screen. Do whatever you like. We welcome you all to be part of tonight's show. Are you ready? Let's get straight into the earnings. We got about an hour and 15 minutes ago before we get to it. So let's start. Are you ready? Welcome, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the show. If you're new here, this channel is where we go deeper than the headlines. It is. Tonight is Tesla earnings night. And yes, we're going to talk about the numbers, but we're going to do things a little bit differently, because if you only watch the mainstream reaction, the revenue beats, the delivery misses, the margin compression, you are watching on the shadows on the wall, not the thing casting them. That is what this is all about tonight. So tonight I built a framework, 10 facts. Each one connects to the next. Each one gets bigger, more consequential. And by the time we hit fact 10, you're going to look at Tesla in a way you never have before. So let's go. Are you ready? Here is fact number 1. Fact number 1, Tesla is not a car company. I know some of you realize that, but some of you didn't. Tesla is not a car company. Say that out loud for a second. Say it out loud. Tesla is not a car company. Let it feel weird. Does it feel weird to shout it out? It should do. I found I don't mind shouting out because I'm mental, but that's okay. Because for most investors, instinctively, Tesla still gets priced, compared to, and judged like an automaker. It is not. Ford, GM margins, Toyota production volumes, that's the lens media uses. That's the lens a lot of analysts still use. But here's the data that breaks that framing. Wide open. Over half of Tesla's long-term valuation in leading institutional models is now attributed to software, to AI, services and energy, not to the sale of physical vehicles. Think about what that actually means. You could take every Tesla car off the road tomorrow and buy some models. You'd still have a company worth hundreds of billions of dollars. The car is not the product. The car is the distribution model. Think about it. It's the distribution mechanics for the product. And if that's true, and the numbers suggest it is, then every time the media covers Tesla as an automaker having a tough quarter, they are describing the wrong company. Now, if Tesla isn't a car company, what is it actually selling? Shall we move on to fact number 2 with an hour and 10 minutes to go before the Tesla earnings? Are you excited? Have you all clicked the share button and tapped the like button? Come on, everybody. You're all asleep tonight. Lazy. Tap the like button. Come on. Go and hit subscribe. Get busy with the fizzy. Click the share button out underneath and tell everybody the best streaming Tesla event is happening live, unedited, unscripted, all in my studio. Best streaming studio on YouTube. Most accurate, the most honest, most factual. We got the plaque, we got the tick from YouTube, verified, and we're doing it. We're always beating the market. We're always making money. Let's get ready to fact number 2. Here we go. Fact number 2, the subscription machine. I like subscriptions. The subscription machine, no one is pricing in. Full self-drive, FSD. I know you've heard about it. Have you heard about it? Have you heard me mention it before? You probably have. Anyway, maybe you're skeptical. Maybe you've been skeptical for years. I get it. I understand it. I was at the beginning. I kind of a little bit am now, if I'm honest. I get it. But I want you to set aside the question of when it arrives and just think about the math that it does and when it does. Tesla currently has millions of vehicles on the road, not thousands, not hundreds of thousands, but actually millions. Now imagine a monthly subscription. I know. I mean, we got 98% of our live viewers are members. So I understand that. We've got 112,000 subscribers. We've got on the road to 1 million. We've got 700 members on Discord. So I know all about subscriptions. Not a one-time subscription. Not at all. A subscription recurring over and over. High margin. Scaling automatically as the fleet grows. You don't need 100% adoption. You don't need 50% at a fraction of the fleet subscribing to autonomous capability. You are looking at a recurring revenue engine that most SaaS companies would kill for, except this one is tied to physical hardware that people already own. They already bought it. This is the model, and the market is still not fully pricing it in. Now, here's what makes this possible, and this is something your traditional automaker cannot replicate, no matter how much money they throw at it. It's just impossible. All right, have you tapped the like button yet? Have you done that? Have you considered subscribing? I certainly hope you have. All right. Okay. Let's get to it. And let's get to fact number 3. Here we go. Before we do, I have a message just coming in from William. Let me check what it is. I have a message from my admin. Okay. I'm just getting the information coming in. Fantastic. All right. Moving on. It was something about something completely different, but I got to check, right? I got to know what's going on. Fact number 3. This one is called the margin fortress. The margin fortress. Margin. Let's talk about margins. Now, this is where I come in with where I invest in. I look for margins. I look for profit. I look for moats. Margins is everything. Every time Tesla cuts prices, the headlines scream, shall we do it? Shall we shout it? Tesla's margins are collapsing. And yes, there has been some pressure. That's real. That is absolutely happening. No question about it. But here's what the headlines don't explain. Tesla's structural gross margins, even after the cuts, remain higher than nearly every traditional automaker on the planet. The question is, why? Why? Because Tesla is vertically integrated. Like that? A bit like me now, over in the corner. I've been vertically transitioned here into the corner. Don't put baby in a corner. Tesla is vertically integrated in a way that took most people years to fully appreciate. They design their own chips. They develop their own software. They control a significant portion of their own battery supply chain. They build their own manufacturing equipment. Every time a traditional automaker sells a car, they're paying out margin to dozens of suppliers. Tesla doesn't have. So when you see a Tesla margin that looks compressed, you are comparing it to a benchmark that was never structurally equivalent. Now, what happens to those margins when manufacturing itself gets 10 times cheaper? Think about it as we move on. You've guessed it. Fact number 4, with just an hour and 8 minutes to go before the earnings call with Elon Musk, live on my show tonight. Fact number 4. Here we go. The factory revolution. Did you know there was a revolution? Well, this is it. The factory revolution. Most people have heard the word giga casting. Sounds good, doesn't it? I use it all the time in the studio. Not many people have stopped to think about what it actually means for the economics. I know what it means. I built the studio that builds the show. I took 2 years to get this studio right, so now I can go live in a way that nobody else can and produce videos and edits live that people take a team of editors to produce. I just do it live, all on my own, sitting here. Body sensors, foot switches, 22 screens. I've got another one on the way. So I know about Giga. I know about the Giga casting. I know all about the machine that builds a machine. Let me break it down for you, those that don't. Traditional car manufacturing involves thousands of individual parts assembled across complex, expensive, time-consuming processes, hundreds of robots, hundreds of steps. Tesla's next generation manufacturing approach, giga casting, plus new simplified assembly architecture is designed to reduce the number of parts in the vehicle dramatically. We're talking about casting what used to be 80 to 100 separate components into a single piece of metal, all one machine working together. The implications for cost per vehicle are enormous. And this isn't theoretical. Gigacasting is already deployed. The next generation of the process is in development. If they execute and their track record on manufacturing bets is strong, the cost to produce each vehicle drops significantly. And that creates a weapon. Fact 5 is what they do with it. Are you ready for fact number 5? All right, smash the like button. You are rubbish tonight at smashing the like button. Should we do a little bit of build-up? Get everyone to, should we give out some prizes or something? Smash the like button. Have you all done that? All right, now consider subscribing. Have you done that? Let's get straight into the next one. This is fact number 5. 1 hour to go before the earnings call. We'll be there live with Sir Elon Musk. It's not really a sir, but you know, sounds better, doesn't it? He's just Elon Musk. All right, let's get straight into it with fact number 5. Fact 5, the cost trap. I'm loving the cost trap. We will come on to live Q&A in a minute. So let's get straight into the cost trap. Imagine you are a competitor to Tesla. God forbid. You've spent billions building out EV capacity, a bit like Ford, right? But rubbish. You've got factories running, vehicles in production, and then Tesla drops their price. You can't match it because your cost structure won't allow it. You don't have the vehicle integration. You don't have the manufacturing innovation, bit like me with my Discord. We've got one-on-one service. Well, I literally am up at 3 o'clock in the morning giving you all my trades, one-on-one service, 2-stage events every day, live all the time. No AI, no bots, just me, couple of bucks a month. You get all my trades. How can you do it? There are my competition charges $1,000 for the same service, but worse. We do it because we've built the machine that builds the machine. So the question is, you don't have the software. They don't have the software. Other companies don't have the software. We have the software. They don't have the software. They don't have the margins to subsidize the hardware. But Tesla can. Tesla can do it. This is the cost trap. And it's one of the most underappreciated strategic weapons in modern business, not just in EVs. If Tesla achieves the manufacturing costs they are targeting, they can drop prices to a level where competitors are forced to choose between matching them and simply losing money, or holding their price and losing market share. What do? There is no good option on the other side of the trade. Now, here's the thing most people still aren't watching closely though. Because while everyone is focused on cars, the energy business is exploding. How many times on this show have I said the energy business is the future? I've been talking about Enphase going to $100 for ages. Let's go on to fact number 6. With 1 hour to go before the earnings call. And Elon Musk is live on the show. Have you tapped the like button yet? Still rubbish. We've got 63 likes. This is absolutely rubbish. And can you consider subscribing? Please do. Thank you very much indeed. All right, let's get to fact number 6. You like this one? It's getting better now, isn't it? The hidden revenue engine. There's always hidden money somewhere. So, quick show of hands. Put your hands up in the chat right now. Put your hands up, virtually. I don't know. Say hands. Type the word hands if you've got your hands up right now. Are you doing it? Come on. I know there's a little bit of a delay, but go on. Put your hands up if you've got your hands up. Just write the word hands in the chat. Play along for God's sake. All right. How many of you, when you think about Tesla, immediately think about the mega pack? You know, the solar, the batteries, mega pack. I'm guessing most of you just thought about cars. There's the problem. I always think about the mega pack. If you got a mega pack, I've got a mega pack. Has everyone got a mega pack? I've got one. In fact, I've got 2. Thank you, Dino, for putting your hands up. The only bloody person who did it. I think people are asleep these days. It's unbloody believable. Anyway, in the chat, if you've got a mega pack, say I've got a mega pack. I've actually got 2 of them. Now, here's the problem. Tesla Energy Generation and Storage Division, Megapack, Powerwall, Solar is growing at a rate that in almost any other company would be a headline story. It is. But no one talks about it. Megapack demand globally is surging. I've been telling people about it, but no one pays any attention to me. What does Martyn know? He only keeps beating the market every day. He's only beating Berkshire Hathaway all the time. He's only beating the S&P all the time. But what does he know? Nothing. Nothing at all. Utilities, grid operators. And I'm on one tonight. I just don't care anymore. I just don't care. Energy developers, they are ordering Tesla's grid scale storage products in record volumes. And the margins in the business are improving. Not collapsing, but improving. We like it. So, for context, in some recent quarters, Tesla's energy business has contributed more to gross profit than the automotive segment on a per unit basis. Most people have no bloody idea. I actually interviewed people about this and they go, I didn't even know about that. Exactly, you don't know about it. You've got no bloody idea, but you buy Tesla. You shouldn't even be allowed to buy Tesla shares. Most people have no bloody idea. Put in the chat if you have a bloody idea. And if you don't have a bloody idea, say, no, I don't have a bloody idea. I'm a bloody idiot. Most people are bloody idiots, if I'm honest. Most people are. Most people are. Most people are. Most people have no idea, but even that's not the deepest competitive advantage Tesla is building. No, it gets better than that. For that, we need to talk about data. You guessed it. Fact number 7. Smash the like button, people. Get busy. Consider subscribing. 58 minutes to go for the earnings. Bloody hell, mate. There we go. In the chat, let's bring some chat up on the screen. We got bloody hell, mate. Dino is spelled this way. Dino. Like the Flintstone. Wilma! Sorry, Leah. Got a charge point. That'll do for me, mate. That'll do. Stephen Lewandowski has got his hands up. Everybody, I own a Tesla. But do you know all about this stuff? I bet you bloody don't. Am I supposed to put my hands up and say I'm putting my hands up at the same time? You can't, mate. It's a stress. I understand it, but try anyway. Don't give up, mate. Where there's a will, there is a way. Always. Have you tapped the like button? Are we going to go to fact number 7? Fact number 7 is bloody amazing. Not as good as 8, 9, and 10. I've got to keep you staying on, right? I've got to earn this ad revenue. I've got to make 1 cent per person per live stream. Oh, my God. How will I carry on? Fact number 7. My favourite. If I'm honest, my favourite. The data moat. Do you know what a data moat is? Do you know what a moat of data is? Put in the chat if you know what a data moat is before I tell you. If you don't know what it is, put what is a data moat or a moat data. Which way around is it? Let me know in the chat if you know what it is. If you don't matter. I'm going to tell you anyway. You just be sit there, be lazy. Doesn't matter. Every Tesla vehicle on the road is a data collection device. Did you know that? Did you know that? Not like me. People say, I'm not subscribing to you on YouTube. You'll have my data. No, I don't have your bloody data. People even ring me up and go, well, they don't ring me up. They message me on Discord. That's the only way you can get hold of me. They go, I want to cancel my subscription. You keep making me subscribe to your channel. I don't have your data, mate. I'm a member. I'm paying with my credit card. Give me my money back. I don't have your credit card. Tesla does. They know everything. Elon Musk knows everything. They are a data collection service. Cameras. I know all about bloody cameras. I have bloody nightmares about bloody cameras. Cameras. Sensors. Driving behavior. Road conditions. Edge cases. Human decisions at the wheel. So if you pick your nose, especially if you eat it, if you pick your nose and eat it, watch out. That's coming to a YouTube show near me. At this point, Tesla has accumulated more real-world driving miles of AI training data than any competitor in the world. Not a little more, a lot more. Orders of magnitude more. A lot, basically. If you put it simple, it's a lot. Waymo has more robo-taxis miles in controlled geographies, but Tesla has millions of cars driving everywhere, every day, in every condition imaginable. This data is the foundation of autonomous driving. And here's the competitive reality. You cannot buy this data. Well, I can, because I know Elon Musk. I can ring him up and say, oi, Elon, I'll give you 50 quid for your data. Damn it. And he can't resist money. He likes making money. I'm always buying data off Elon Musk. You cannot buy it apart from me. You cannot manufacture it. I can do that as well. You can only accumulate it. I'm good at accumulating. I'm always beating the market. Look at that. I'm always winning. We're always winning here on this show. Over years, it takes years and years by having the fleet. Tesla has the fleet. Everyone else is playing catch up, and the gap doesn't close just by spending money. Oh, damn it. I thought I was going to close the gap with spending some money. Now, what do you do when you have that data? Good question. What does Elon Musk do with your data when he has it? Shall we break it down? All right. When you crack full autonomy, kind of nearly done it. This is the one that changes the entire business model. Fact number 8. Should we do it? 8, 9, 10. We got 15 minutes to go before the earnings call. Who's excited? Tap the like button if you're excited. We got 76 likes. Absolutely rubbish. I want 100 likes. Why? What is going on? It's terrible. And click subscribe and ring the bell. You've done that? Okay. Here is fact number 8. Fact number 8 is the Robo-taxi unlock. What? Hey, Robo-taxi unlock? Don't unlock my taxi. What's going on? All right, you'll like this one. I want you to think about what a car actually is. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. What is a car? What is a car for you? Put in the chat and tell me what a car is for you. Here, we'll get Sensei's little boy on the show. All right, he'll tell us. He's only a week old. It's about time he grew up. It's about time he toughened up a little bit and called into the show. It's been a week, a whole bloody week. So I want you to think about it. What is a car? Put in the chat what you think a car is. Right now, for most people, a car is a depreciating asset. Yep, that's right. That is definitely right. That's why I don't own a car. I don't even own a Tesla right now. Do not own a car. It depreciates. Don't like depreciating assets. Rubbish. You buy it. It loses value. It sits in a parking lot for 22 hours a day. What a bloody waste of time that is. Ridiculous, isn't it? You pay insurance on it. You maintain it. What the hell's going on? I don't. You might. Because remember what I said earlier? You're stupid. Most people are. I don't do that. I just go walking around. You see me here, you see him there. If I want to go a bit more, I just get an Uber. Or I just steal my wife's car. Even better. I'm not maintaining anything. I'm not doing it. I'm not even washing it. It costs you money constantly. It never stops. Now imagine your car drives itself. Hello. Autonomous driving cars. Well, when you don't need it, it goes out and earns money. I like it. Oi, car. Yep. That's my car speaking, by the way. I want you to go out and earn some money because I want to buy a new pair of shoes. All right. Can you speak as well? Yep. In the voice of Elon. Go out, find some customers. What, I've got to do my own marketing as well? Yep. Do your own marketing, find a few people, drive them around, earn some money, send it to my credit card, so I got money to buy a pair of shoes, come back and wash your bloody self. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Anyway, so it goes out and it earns money. It picks up passengers. It completes deliveries. It generates revenue. I want 10. Give me 10. Every hour it's on the road. Without you, it's paying for itself. This is the power. This is what it's all about. This is what a robotaxi network looks like for the vehicle owner. But now think about it from Tesla's perspective. Oh, yeah. It's always coming back to Elon Musk. I knew it bloody would. It was good so far. Me. It's all about me. No more. If Tesla deploys a proprietary robo-taxi network or enables third-party operators through its platform, the car is no longer a product. No, it's not. Tesla sells once. It becomes a recurring revenue node in a network Tesla operates. Until you see that movie where all those white Teslas crash into themselves and the Chinese take over. Have you seen that movie? Not good. With Julia Roberts in it. So be careful before you go, I'm going to get one. Because if you do want one, let me know and I'll send one to you. I've got a connection. Me and Elon, we're like that. We're like that. This is the Amazon Web Services moment for Tesla. I often forget that. When you see AWS, tell the truth, how many people, when you see AWS, actually forget what it is? To tell the truth, you go, what's that stand for again? AWS? What's that stand for again? Amazon Web Services. Tell the truth if you know what AWS stands for all the time. Don't lie. Anyway, AWS started as an infrastructure. Did you know that? What do you mean, Martin? It's just part of Amazon. Why are you making big words out of stuff? I make big words out of stuff because I'm on YouTube and I've got an hour before the earnings call, all right? Now, I could be like a YouTuber, a stupid YouTuber with a pair of headphones on, sitting there rocking in the dark. By the way, all those channels are getting shut down now. That's why you might have noticed YouTube numbers are down everywhere. All the crypto bros are getting taken off air, demonetized, less people watching all that AI nonsense. People want real live entertainment with real facts. Right? That's where I come in. Okay? So, yes, I'm adding big words because I went to school, I learned stuff, and now I'm sharing it with you, you lucky people. Yep. You're literally watching the best entertainer on YouTube. There's no one this good. Don't even bother looking. This is as good as it gets. If you don't like this, there's nothing left for you. This is it. This is the best earnings event you've ever seen for Tesla. Who's got all this? No one. If you want, I'll have some smoke in a minute and all the lights can start dancing around and we can have orchestrated lights. Da, 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 all in time with the Tesla theme tune. I mean, there isn't one, but I can write one because I'm a piano man as well. AWS is an infrastructure. Yes, it's big words. I know. I like using big words. Just told you why. It became the most profitable part of Amazon. Robo taxi could do the same thing here. Now, I want to point out something that connects all of this. Have you worked it out yet? Because so far, I've given you all these amazing facts. Very disappointed. We don't even have 100 likes. I don't know who puts on a show like this on YouTube and not gets this many likes. I don't know. No one does it. Smash the like button. Kazansky's here. Hello, mate. Trying to get you on YouTube, on Discord. Can't seem to sign you up. I ain't got a clue what's going on there, mate. Click subscribe. Ring the bell. Have you rung the bloody bell yet? Bing, bing, bing. Let's go. I'm going to show you now what connects the dots. No one's ever told you this before. You're not going to get this on a Tesla Bro channel with the big headphones, rocking in the back bedroom. You ain't going to get that. Here it comes. I'm going to connect all the dots for you. You just got to sit there on the toilet, enjoying yourself. Enjoy yourself. I understand. As I get older, I spend more time sat on the toilet. Thought it was weird when my dad used to do it. Now I do it all the time. I love it. In fact, this morning I sold $70,000 of VUG this morning, sent it to England this morning from the US, from Dallas, to the UK, to go into an ISA, British ISA, do a tax advantage, all of that, $70,000 this morning, sat on the toilet, and I shared it on my YouTube, my Electrum, and my Discord, literally. I'm always doing it. It's very relaxing. Anyway, something that most analysts completely ignore. I'm not saying most, all of them. No one covers this stuff. No one does this. How did Tesla get here? Without spending what every other company has spent. Well, I could tell you, but then I'm going to have to kill you. It's fact number 9. Are you ready? 45 minutes ago. How excited are we? Tap the like button. Have you done it? Have you considered subscribing? How many times have I got to say this? Every fact, Martyn. Every fact, Martyn. Okay, every fact. My director said. Fact number 9, the advertising paradox. Another big word. Yes, big words. Paradox. You ready? The advertising paradox. Fact number 9. Here is a genuinely strange fact. This is a strange fact. No one's thought of this. I guarantee it, you've not thought of it. You won't find this on ChatGPT. You won't find this on anywhere. This is Martyn Lucas Investor. Tesla spends less on advertising than almost any major automotive manufacturer, here it comes, in the world. For most of its history, the number was effectively 0. Yet Tesla is one of the most recognized, most discussed brands on the planet. Would you agree? Of course you'd agree. In the chat, if you agree, say you agree. If in the chat you don't agree, say you don't agree. I don't care, quite frankly. It doesn't bother me. I've gone mental, basically. I'm sitting here in the dark, talking to myself every day. I've been doing this now for nearly 5 years. Come June, it'll be 5 years. I think I have gone mental, to be honest. To be honest with you, I probably have gone mental. Because in 5 years, 12 hours a day, it's got to do something to your brain, innit? It's got to do, innit? 12 hours a day, talking to yourself, it's got to do something. What's the point of making all this money? I don't even spend it. It's pointless, isn't it, really? Anyway, so if you think it is the most desired brand on the planet without any advertising, say yes, it is. I disagree to agree. Perfect, Diesel Raider. I love it. That's one of our members in the chat. Look, here he is. They are, Diesel. You made it on the video. Whoa, how lucky are you? How lucky are you? Think about what that means for unit economics. What? Unit economics. Martyn, you're getting very technical now, Martyn. Did you make all this stuff up? Unit economics? What do you know about unit? I'll tell you what I know about economics, the cost to acquire each customer. I'll tell you a little secret, shall I? I've got a better one, right? I'll tell you in a minute how Tesla do it. I do it even better. Even better. I knew a mate once that owned a restaurant, one of the best restaurants in the world, Michelin star. Do you know what he did? This is what he did. Everybody else who was rubbish and stupid, they put ads in the newspaper. They put ads on Facebook. Oh, my restaurant is amazing. Come to my restaurant. It's the best restaurant in the world. This guy didn't do it. Nope. Michelin star, one of my mates. I got good friends, remember? They'd come round the restaurant and he'd go up to them and he'd greet them, welcome them, the new guest, the new customer. New customers who'd never been there before, right? They always recognize them because they asked them when they booked first time. So they put a little mark on the table so they knew it was a new customer. New customer comes in and they used to give them, all right, a free meal if they come back next week. We want to treat you to our favorite meal on the house. Martyn sent you. Literally, I would be playing the piano. We had a little thing going on, right? Oh yeah, trust me. I would say, go and see the boss. Martyn sent me. They would say, come back next week. We got a free meal for you. Oh, lovely. Martyn sent me. I'm now getting tips at the piano. They like me. They like the chef. They like the owner because they're getting a free meal next week. They come back. Next time they come back, we know it's the second time because I've taken their name down. They gave me a tip last time, right? They come in again. This is how you market a business. Don't do advertisement, folks. This is how you market. This is how I sold my theatres all around the world, right? I know what I'm talking about. Come in again. Say, I tell you what, you would love our apple pie. You'd love it. I tell you what, here's a little card from me. This is the owner. Martyn wants you to come back too. He'll sing you a song next time. We'll give you a free apple pie. They come back again for the second time, right? They come back again for the second time. You do this one more time with another dessert. Doesn't matter what it is. Statistically, if you get a person to come back to your business 3 times in a row, you've got them for life. That's what we do here on the show. You always provide value. You always give it away. You build up customer relations. You don't have to pay for advertisement. Now, a lot of his friends, my friends at the time, they were advertising their business on Facebook ads, spending $1,000 to acquire a customer. What me and my owner did, what my friend used to do, was I would play them songs. I used to get tips. And remember, the tips bought my house in the UK. I've got a house in the UK, studio in Dallas, right? My tips from doing this paid for my house in the UK. We then got a full restaurant forever. Always full. You couldn't get in forever. Didn't cost us a penny. All we gave away was an apple pie and a free meal. It cost about $20 to acquire a customer. True story, folks. That's how you do it. Little top tip there for you. Anyway, so the cost to acquire a customer for Tesla, equally the same. Equally as smart, not quite as smart. Because this one doesn't get me any tips. The one that I did, I got tips. This one's rubbish, right? The cost to acquire each customer for Tesla, when you're not paying for ads, is fundamentally different from the calculation at Ford. Ford, rubbish. Ford can't build a brand. Ford can't do nothing. Rubbish. That's why the stock goes sideways. That's why they just pay you in dividends. And the workforce is so bloody massive that the people that work there hold on to their dividends. Otherwise, the stock price would crash. And if it wasn't for the government supporting it, it would just go down the toilet, right? So, completely different calculation from Ford, GM, Volkswagen, the lot. This has been driven by a combination of factors. Product design that generates its own media coverage. A CEO who is a constant source of global attention. Now, that's what I know. I've toured the whole world, every country, played everywhere as the world piano man. I am the world piano man. All right, I play everywhere, performed on big stages. I've supported celebrity artists. I've done my own Vegas show. I've done Phantom of the Opera, all kinds of stuff. And being being there in front of people, being live, being real, being a face makes all the difference. And Elon Musk is that. Who's the CEO of of Ford or GM? Do you care? You know the CEO of Tesla is, don't you? Right. Good and bad. All right. Just saying, goes both ways. Anyway, so whether you love Elon Musk or not, and a brand identity that customers feel genuinely passionate about or not, whether you hate it or love it, you can't get away from it. Love Elon Musk or hate him, from a pure brand efficiency standpoint, that dynamic has been an extraordinary asset. Now, everything we've covered in this show tonight, every fact, it's all been building to this. Do you feel like we're about to climax? Do you feel we're at the point of no return? Are you ready for the big release? Well, it's all been building to this. Don't go anywhere. Fact number 10 is the one that ties the whole picture together. And it's the one that might genuinely change how you see the stock, the business. Remember, I don't buy stocks. I buy businesses, and I always make money. So are you ready? Before I give you fact number 10, I want to invite you to tap the like button. Oh, God, how many times does he say it? You done it. Okay. If you're watching on the phone, how many of you are watching on the phone, by the way? Let's have a little look. How many are watching on the phone? 20 people are watching on the phone. It's a different stream. It's different. It's completely different. All right. If you're watching on the phone, I'm going to give you the link now. And what you got to do is this. What you got to do is click the icon, find the main show, big screen, 4-screen TV, and join us on the big telly. There it is. All right. Don't watch. You can watch on the phone if you want. You know, let me show everybody. Let me show you who's watching it on a big 4K screen, what you can see on the phone. This is what you see on the phone. See it? I'm the only person on YouTube to do this. Oh, no, you're not, Martyn. There's loads of people. No, I'm not. I'm the only one. No, you're not. YouTube a year ago released dual mode. That's where it goes out to widescreen and phones at the same time. Everyone can do it. Yeah, but that's the lazy way. What they do, right, is a dual screen. That's all it is. Let me go live. Right, that's where I am now. Let's see. They just go live, and as long as they're in the center, it looks okay. Well, that's no good, is it? What if I want to be like I am on here? I want to be to the side. I want it laid out specifically. So what I've created, like Elon Musk, you build the machine that builds a machine, is 2 separate studios, 2 separate broadcasts, 2 separate internets, 2 separate feeds. And if you look on the homepage, you'll see the main show, the phone one, and the wide one. 2 separate. That way, everyone gets a great experience and no one gets a compromise. Compromise, rubbish. Nobody wins, all right? So there we go. Just thought I'd tell you about that. Number 10. Here is a question I want you to sit with. So you're sitting down. A lot of you I know are sat on the toilet. We've done analysis. Technical analysis. It's not me sneaking around your house, coming around the toilet. That'd be weird. I just ask you. So I'm going to ask now. Are you ready? Tell me in the chat, on the phone or here in the main show. I don't care. Where are you watching this show? Are you sat on the toilet? Are you in bed? I know a lot of people in Germany watch me in bed. I was told that. There are a few people that watch me while sat in bed. I'm just saying, I don't know why, but they do. Maybe they like the bald head. I don't know why. It's not only fans, folks, right? Are you sat on the toilet? Are you in the bed? Are you on the sofa? Are you watching on a big telly? Are you watching on the phone? Put in the chat. I want to know because I'm very, very nosy. Okay, so here is the question I want you to sit with. Here we go. Here we go. On the office, in bed. There you go. Thieve. Let me put on the screen. Here we go. Thieve is watching in bed. At work, Jenny said. Knocking star, bed. Everyone see? I've got more people who watch me in bed. Basically porn. This is soft porn, isn't it? Basically, they love the. I tell you what, I'll give you a little treat. There you go. For all those that love the head. It's basically an orange. Basically, it's as round as an orange. Look at that. Little treat for you. If you're in the bed, you were just given a gift there. I don't do that very often. In fact, it's the first time I've ever done it. But I felt like doing it. All right? Anyway, we got people in their bed. Slim, he's watching it on the big TV. Make sure you click the cogs. Half an hour to go before the earnings call. It's getting good. Is this not the best live streaming studio in the world? Big TV. Click the cogs. Make sure you've got the 4K selected. In bed. Everyone's in bed. In bed with Martyn Lucas. Martyn Lucas Investor in the In Bed show. Madam B watching in the kitchen. Logan Strand was watching from an airplane yesterday. Showing off now. Watching from an airplane. Bloody, what, your own private jet? We got a good audience here, haven't we? Doing FedEx. You're doing FedEx. I have a CDL, a tanker endorsement for Zach. What's all that about? When I come out of the closet, I'll let you know mine. Thanks, Slim. Thank you, mate. Driving down the road in his Tesla. Trader TV. Live has done this for a year. Terrific job. I'm sat in the lounge, says KC. Kitchen table. Songs for space. I'm on the kitchen table. All right, okay, so here we go. Enough of that nonsense. So what does this sit with? How does this sit with you? Who is Tesla actually competing with? Well, apart from me, because they are. If you said Ford, you're watching the wrong race. In fact, you're watching the wrong show. Go away. If you said Rivian, you're watching the wrong race. Go away. If you said, sorry, I'm just getting a bit excited. In fact, I've probably gone mad. I said it earlier. If you said BYD, you're still only seeing part of it. Boring. Pointless. Chinese ripoff. Boo. Tesla right now is positioning at the intersection of 5 industries simultaneously. Artificial intelligence through FSD. Dojo. We didn't even mention that, do we? And the data moat we talked about. Energy through the mega pack. If you got your mega pack, the Powerwall, and the grid scale storage robotics through Optimus, a humanoid robot designed to work in factories, then coming to a home near you. Put in the chat if you are going to buy. Put in the chat if you, we got a new subscriber. Thank God for that. I got a subscriber. Bloody hell, how hard's that been? That's my first one all bloody night. For God's sake, I spent 6 hours researching, putting the production together, rehearsing it, because I don't do like edits like everybody else does. Rehearsed it, performed it, delivered you the best service in the world, and I got 1 subscriber. Thank God for that. I was giving up then. Bloody hell. Yeah, come into a factory near you. Come into a home near you. Then, everywhere in the world. Software and services. Through subscriptions, over-the-air updates, and a platform that improves after the sale. Transportation infrastructure, there's a big word, through the Robo taxi network and the supercharger network. Now, here is the honest version of this. Oh. We're going to get honest now. Another one. Hang on, what's this? We got a gifted membership. We're giving memberships away. Thank you very much. A gifted membership. Somebody will win one in a minute. Stand by. Here it comes. Somebody will win a membership. You got to be a subscriber and engage to win this stuff.
I can't believe
it. And there it is. Knocking Star just won a membership. I'm bloody thrilled to bits about that. There you go. Here is the honest version. Not all of these bets will succeed. Oh, you said it was great, Martyn. Some will take longer than expected. Some might fail outright. But here is the critical insight. Tesla doesn't need all 5 to win. If 2 of those platforms reach scale, Tesla is one of the most valuable companies in the world. If 3 of them reach scale, we may be looking at something with no real historical precedent. Bloody hell. Whoever wrote this likes Tesla. I do like Tesla, to be honest. Another subscriber, George Walter. George Walter thought, bugger it. This guy's putting on a good show. He's providing me with all the information. He's fully invested. He's fully live, unedited, unscripted, no AI, no robots, no editor, just him sat in Dallas, in Texas, putting on a show. It's worth a subscription, ain't it? The investors who are judging Tesla on quarterly deliveries numbers are using the wrong scorecard entirely. They're grading a space program on whether the cafeteria serves good food. Who likes good food? What's your favourite food? Put in the chat right now, what's your favourite food? What's your favourite food? For me, it's got to be fish and chips, but only in the UK. America, rubbish.
I can't believe
Another
this.
new member. I can't believe it.
Mr. J. Keith_indeed has become a member.
Listen here, mate. This is what you want to do. Take me. Trust me. Trust me. You'll love me forever if you do this. You've just become a member, right? Mr. Keith, you've just become a member. I don't know what membership you just became. I don't know. Hang on. What's this? Bombay Mix. Bombay Mix.
At Slim Valuk tipped £5 through Super Chat for a Bombay Mix and whiskey shot.
Cheers, mate. I will. After the show, Bombay Mix. The guy that just became a member, here's a little thing you want to do. Who was it? It was Mr. Keith. Another subscriber, AJ. Mr. Keith, here's a little deal for you, mate. You'll like this. I don't know what membership you became. I'm assuming bronze. Trust me. You'll thank me forever. You've just gone bronze. Upgrade right now to Electrum. You might go, hang on a minute, I'm not paying a couple of bucks more for that. Trust me. If you go to Electrum, it's our most popular membership. 90% of our members now are Electrum. You get all the YouTube benefits. You can leave a comment to the videos. I'll reply to everyone personally. I love doing it. Every night I sit there with my phone and I answer everyone's question. And I do answer every single member. No one on YouTube does that. No AI, no staff, just me answering questions. I'll answer every member's question. So if you comment, I answer. I prioritize with the higher levels. That's how I do it first, okay? But as an Electrum member, you get all the bronze and silver, but the next step up is Electrum. You get 2-stage events a week where I do your stock analysis. You can select earnings. You can ask me to do earnings calls. And I share all of my trades 24/7. And I've grown from 5 grand to 700 grand live on the show. Right? We're going to be at 1 million by the end of next year, 2 years ahead of schedule. No shorts, no options. I talk directly to the sources. I've got friends everywhere. I never lose on a trade. I'm always winning. You can see it on my Discord every day. We teach it all the time. I share all my trades with you.
I can't
my bank
believe
account,
this.
everything. If you're Electrum on YouTube, you get all of my trades 24/7. Brilliant. I mean, I literally given it to you. Okay, there you go. Anyway, we got new members coming in. The real question is this, folks. We got 25 minutes before the earnings call. Are you loving it? Is this. The real question isn't, did Tesla beat earnings?
I can't believe this.
I can believe it. The question isn't whether they beat earnings this quarter. The question is the multi-platform bet on track? That's all that matters. So tonight, that's what we analyze. That's what we're looking forward to. In 25 minutes, hearing how Elon paints the picture.
I can't believe this.
I can believe it. Kazansky's just won a membership. You're very lucky. Kazansky just won a membership. So those are the 10 facts. Did you all enjoy it? Say yes in the chat whether you enjoyed it. Say no, Martin, you could work harder. You could do better. Keep trying. Tell me what you think. Yes or no?
I can't believe this.
I can believe it. Another new member. So these are the 10 facts. Let me rapid fire them one more time, just so you got everything ready, so you know what to prepare for when Elon starts to talk, because I'm going to ring him up in a minute. One more time, so they stick in your head. You ready? So I want them to stick in your head. Tesla is a software and AI company, not a car company. Number 2, FSD is a subscription machine in waiting. A subscription machine in waiting. Number 3, their margin structure is structurally superior to traditional automakers. Number 4, gigacasting could revolutionize their cost per vehicle. Number 5, low costs equals, we got another special guest. What is it? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
At Subwoofer 4485 tipped $10 through Super Chat. Hey Martyn, I hear the time is now. Thanks for all you do.
You're welcome, mate. Subwoofer, that's a great super chat. I'm going to take Leah out tonight for dinner. And that gets me the starter for Leah.
At
Thank you so much.
Has become a member.
Oh,
yes, very informative, Martyn.
Thank you very much. There we go. Another new member. So there we go. So that's we've both got a starter now. All right, we got a starter. Okay, here we go. Number 5, low cost equals competitive trap for every rival. We talked about it. Number 6, energy. Energy is a hidden, fast-growing, high-margin business. Number 7, the data moat is real. We talked about it. Remember, we talked about the moat. It's a real and nearly impossible to replicate. Number 8, Robotaxi unlocks a completely new business model. And number 9, zero ad spend. I told you all about how I promoted a restaurant years ago with a Michelin star chef, and we owned it. We crushed it. I ended up buying my house for all the tips. Zero ad spend, global brand, impossible unit economics. And finally, number 10, Tesla isn't competing with a car company. It's building a platform economy. 20 minutes ago, we're about to begin the earnings call. So if this hit differently than your usual boring Tesla coverage from a Tesla fanboy sitting there in his bedroom with his mates, with his headphones on, with half a dozen guys sitting around talking nothing, with 1% ladies watching, we have 13.8%. If this has been different, if you've enjoyed it, tap the bloody like button and subscribe. All right. So if this has been different for you, well, that was the point. I hope you enjoyed it. We've got 20 minutes to go now before the earnings call begins. We're now going to go to Q&A, live Q&A around the world. So if you'd like to ask me a question, you can. Would you like to call in and be on the show? If you would like to call in and be on the show, say yes. And if I get 2 people say yes, I will open up the phone line and you can be live on the show.
At 26
right
tipped
there.
$1.99 through Super Chat. Happy Whiskey Wednesdays with a side of KO.
Hey, I'm loving it. Right, Jose. So now I'm taking Leah out tonight for dinner. That's my wife. We got 2 starters. And now I've got a Coke. We're on the way. Thank you very much, Jose. I appreciate you, mate. The Tesla fanboy says, yes, it's been great. Mark Saxby, a Tesla fanboy. He says he loves it. There it's go. It's been great. Mr. Keith just upgraded their membership. He went and did it. Right. Fantastic. Mr. Keith, I got a treat for you, mate. I got a treat for you. You know I always over-deliver, always undersell, always over-deliver. Now, Mr. Keith.
I can't believe
he's just
this.
Upgraded to...
Adredra 340 has become a member.
Bloody hell, another one. He's just upgraded to Electrum. You trusted me. Oh, I wouldn't trust a guy on YouTube. Oh, be careful. Well, this is what you're going to get because you trusted me. This is what you're going to get, all right? This is what you're going to get because you trusted me. This is what I want you to do. You now have Electrum, right? So if you leave a comment to one of my videos, when this is processed and becomes a video, I will reply to all my members. Number 1, we have members-only videos, members-only live streams, all my CEO interviews are all members only for you. So when I do that, we do two Electrum events a week, 15 minutes to go for the earnings call. Oh, I need to go over here. Oh, need to go over here. Tesla. Oh, need to go over here. I share all my trades 24/7 in the community page. So when I'm trading at 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm making a trade, and I'll show you on the screen in case you don't believe me. Let me go to here. Let me put my Tesla thing back on again. This is my real position, right? I've gone from $5,000 live on the show to, here we go. This is live. This has happened live. 661. Now you might go, bloody hell, Martyn, you were nearly 700 this morning. Yeah, because I sent 70 grand over to the UK. It's in transit. When it gets there, it's going into my ISA, 2% back to buy Coca-Cola. All right. So we've done pretty well trading, mate. 100%. Okay, we never lose. These are my I've got to update them. We've never lost. Ask anyone on the show. All my predictions have been right. Not because I'm smarter than anyone else, because I'm not. Not even close. I just work harder and tell the truth, right? People know, let me just do my face. People know what's going on in the markets, but they manipulate it. And I have a White House press room contact, talk directly with the banks, directly with Ripple, CEO, hedge fund managers everywhere. I just tell you how it is. That's why I always win. It's easy to make money. The hard part's to keep it. And as an Electrum member, I will now share with you my trades. Now, for those of you that want a bit more, we've got 700 members now on Discord. This is amazing. I'm so proud of what we've done with Discord now. Listen to this. We've got 15 minutes to go. There is the link for YouTube membership. Here comes Discord. This gets even better, right? So Discord provides a community 24/7 where we support each other with real investors. Now, we don't want thousands of people to join, so we've created a process with an interview process. We have to watch a video, answer questions to keep all the bots out, all the trolls out. And we've got a limited number. We're about to cap it. We can't keep having any more. We've got 700 investors. It's fantastic. And what you get in Discord is all these amazing channels. We've even got a gaming channel where we give away Luca coins for free, where you can trade up for gifts. You can go behind the scenes. You can go on one of Vaz's stage events when he does the air shows. You can fly, go flying on the EVTOLs. All that, trade it up for merchandise, all of that. Sensei does trade show, like teaching you to read charts. He does charts reading for you. Absolutely fantastic. How much do you think we charge for that? Well, the competition that is full of AI and bots charges up to $1,000 a month for live trades, all their predictions, all of it. Guess what we charge? $2.99. Why? Because I actually make money investing. This is my year to date. Stocks and shares, year to date, 1 year. And 1 year. No options, no shorts, no crypto in that. Just by buying the S&P and Coca-Cola and always buying the bottom. Repositioning, trading. 32% up in 1 year on the S&P. I've outperformed Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett, the S&P, and that's my gains. 127 grand. Never lost, always making money. We show you how to tax harvest. Most people don't do it. We show you to tax lot invest. Most people don't do it. We show you everything. My bank account, everything. All on Discord. We teach you all day, every day. Okay? Pretty good, right? The reason why it's only a few bucks is because I make money investing. And I want to help as many people as possible. So that's what you get. So if you want Discord, the link's in the chat. There it is. If I pinned at the top, all of Martyn's trades. Did I? I can't remember if I did or not. No, I didn't. So here we go. Now, the way it works is we've got 10 minutes to go before the earnings call begins. Here is the link to Discord. Let me pin that. Pin that to the top, right? You don't choose our server. We choose you. We turn nearly everyone away now because we're nearly maxed out. You can do it now, and I've got 10 minutes before the call starts, so I can onboard you right now, live on the show. Send you the questions, answer the questions, watch this little short video, It's 8 minutes long, so you've got time to do it before the earnings call. You then come in, you choose your subscription. You can choose basic level, $2.99, as long as you do it on a browser. Don't get ripped off by Apple. On a browser in the US, it's $2.99. If you want the Pro version, that's where you get 24/7 access to me, direct messaging me, see all my trades 24/7, two events every single trading day. You go Pro. It's $4.99. Time you take out the commission to Discord and the tax, I get a couple of bucks. It's not worth me doing it. My time is worth about $600 an hour. That's what I give you, because I just want to help people. I really enjoy it. And now we've integrated with the second best selling newsletter in the world on Substack, which is the best place for newsletters. Sensei News. He rubs shoulders with Michael Burry, and we're number 2 in the best selling list on Substack. You get sections from the newsletter too. If you want the full newsletter, you can open that up inside the server as well. And the training course, send it as a whole training course. But if you, and we could charge thousands for that, and we give you that inside the newsletter, and you get little snippets with Sensei for free as part of your Discord membership. All right, and I'll onboard you live right now. So we got 10 minutes to go. Let me double check the earnings call. We're waiting to be sent the link. Where is the link? Why haven't they shown me the link yet? That's weird. It's normally out by now. Let's have a look. Ah, there we go. Webcast. I was thinking for a minute, one bloody coming out. Right, there we go. 10 minutes ago. I was getting bloody worried then. I thought you've sat here for 3 hours and then there's nothing. Right, there is the Tesla earnings call. All right, we're counting down. We've got 10 minutes. So stand by. You're not going to miss anything. So just stay where you are and it'll all become good. Let me close that down. We got that ready. So let me go to Discord and see if anybody, while we're waiting, has requested to join our server. So let's have a look. Right. Yes. Paper hands. Right. Looks like you're one of Sensei's newsletter readers. So I'm going to respond to this and say Sensei will be with you shortly. Let me add Sensei to the list. Looks like you've got a newsletter, a subscription. So let me do that now. Sensei, let me add Sensei. Sensei, add. There you go. Sensei will be with you shortly. I will be checking, but that Sensei will be with you shortly. Let's have a little look. Kazansky. Okay. Kazansky, I think your application is expiring again. It's the third time you've tried. So I know you're watching the show, Kazansky. People don't get 3 times to try because places are limited anyway. We have a waiting list now, and it's a limited supply anyway. At this current price, I mean, we could charge $100 and we could get it. So this is your 3rd time of trying. So you need to do it now, otherwise it will reject it. It's the 3rd time. So, all right. I just want you to be absolutely clear. It won't stay there any longer. Let me just double check what you've been doing. How long have I got? 8 minutes. So I'm trying to help people who are coming into Discord now get sorted. We're having to reject more people than we can accept. There is a waiting list. Yeah, Kazansky, it's been rejected again. So you've not verified the email. So I don't know if I can do much more to help right now. George Lopez has just applied. Let's have a look. Okay, George, are you in the chat on YouTube? Let me give you an invitation. You have a couple of questions to answer. Here we go. And then we got now 7 minutes. Okay, I'll just take care of George. Wonderful community. It's really great. I'm so proud of this. This is going to be as big as our YouTube channel. Not size-wise, but as important, because whoops-a-daisy, I won't be able to whoops, what have I done there? Oh, hello, what's this?
Add Madame Jesus Christ pick and tip $2 through Super Chat. You are the best of them all, Martyn.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. That's really kind of you. So here we go. That's really kind. What a lovely thing. Thank you for the super chat. That's really, really nice. Thank you. Right. We can have 2 starters and 2 drinks now. There we go. Let me give you your video. This is George Lopez. Upload your video. Here we go. How long have we got now? 6 minutes. Okay. Marvelous. Let me give you your questions. And once you've been accepted as a pro member only, if you go Lucasade, you can't. If you are, because it just isn't the supply anymore. If you are Lucasade Pro, you send me a friend request, you can direct message me and I will accept it. But I only accept it from pro members, okay? Right, George, you're all done. You've got a few minutes now to respond to that. I think we're good. Anybody else? No, I think we're good. Spot on. Okay. Okay, 5 minutes to go. Follow my prediction profile. I think okay. Thank you, William. Our admin is doing a great job as always. Another one here. How can I help you? How may I help you? Want to try and do as many as we can while we're waiting. We've got 4 minutes to go. Congratulations those that won the Luca coin this morning. There will be things to exchange them for in the future. Oh, look at this. Another super chat. Big O versus Vaz. What's that?
At Diesel_Ada tipped $1.99 through Super Chat. When is Big O versus Vaz live debate? Battle of accents.
I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it. Right, okay. I've taken care of all of that. How long we got left? 4 minutes. Okay. 4 minutes to go before the Tesla earnings begin. Awesome stuff. Just double checking everything, making sure we're all good. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, just a few minutes to go. Just 4 minutes to go. Waiting for the call to start. It's amazing. People just sitting around doing nothing. I'm amazed. There's some YouTubers who are just sitting around doing absolutely nothing. Really strange what some people do, what they get up to. Hardly anyone's covering it tonight. A lot of international channels from China covering it. Very interesting. Right. Okay, so here we go. We've got 3 minutes to go. There's always a bit of a delay. Elon Musk is very often, I don't know why. Oh, I see. Watch now on YouTube. They're doing it. Oh, that'd be easier. Oh, yeah, better. Okay. Well, you'll be absolutely amazed, folks. There's only 1,700 people watching it on Tesla's. Oh, it's going up now. 2,000 watching it on Tesla's website, Tesla's YouTube channel. That's amazing. So you think the numbers are quite low tonight, 153, but there's 2,500 right now watching it on Tesla's YouTube channel. It is going up. It's 3,500, but it's not the numbers that we used to have. YouTube is now killing all these type of shows because of AI. It's what I've been talking about. Why being live is so important, and it's really tough, really, really tough. Okay, how long have I got? 2 minutes to go. Let's have a look. Kazansky, you've rejected the account again, I'm afraid. It looks like you've rejected it again. That's the third time. I don't know if I can do anything about it anymore because there were only 3 times. No, I can't do anything about it. You've rejected it. So for some reason, Kazansky, we've got 1 minute to go. You've rejected it again. You've cancelled it again. So I can't, there's nothing I can do. If you are listening to me live, we've got 45 seconds to go. I'm just looking at your account and unfortunately you've rejected it like 3 times now. So unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. So I am really sorry. Anyway, we've got 20 seconds to go. I'm just trying to help our members out as much as possible. But one of our members is struggling with the membership on Discord, but that's 3 times now, so it's been rejected. Okay, here we go.
$200 through Super Chat. You can also buy yourself a tamarind margarita, baby bottle emoji, clinking glasses emoji, baby angel emoji. Cheers from Playa.
I'm loving it. Thank you very much indeed. Right, we are off and running. Here's the Tesla earnings. Are you ready, folks? Let's go. We're just waiting for them to start the call. It's an audio-only webcast. Don't get too excited. We're not going to get any visuals. Looks great. If you want the visuals, I got the visuals. Tesla hasn't got nothing. I got your visuals, so don't worry about that. But, yeah, we're just going to have to be done with the audio. So we're just waiting for it to start. There's the music. So I'm going to just mute that. Where the bloody... Oi. Copyright. There we go. Let me just mute that a minute. Okay. I can hear it. You can't. There's just music. When Elon starts to speak, I will bring it to you. Okay. There's just background music. Thank you, Liz. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Let's go. Yeah, unfortunately, Kazansky, you cancelled it again. You registered the email, but you cancelled it again. So you can try it and apply again. If you do it now, live now, I'll fix it for you. I will bypass it because you've already answered the questions, Kazansky, and now you've managed to fix your email. If you do it right now, here's the link. I will admit you straight in. You just then got to choose your subscription. So you can do it live, and just to protect the server and you, if you don't choose a subscription straight away, I'll assume there's another problem, and then I'll kick that out. But if you do that now, I will admit you in live right now as we're listening to Tesla. Okay. All right. So I'm in Discord now, waiting for you. You can reapply because you've not been blocked, and I'll let you in. Okay. I won't do the questions again. It kind of seems pointless because you've answered it like 3 times. We're waiting for Tesla. Stand by. Here we go. We're just waiting. So I'm now Kazansky. I'm looking in. I don't see an application coming through. Oh, hang on. What's this? Okay, I see you.
Relations, and I'm joined today by Elon Musk, Vaibhav Taneja, and a number of other executives. Our Q1 results were announced at about 3 p.m.
Okay,
Central Time,
Kazansky,
and the update
I've
deck
approved
will be
you.
published at the same link as this webcast. During this call, we will discuss our business outlook and make forward-looking statements. These comments are based on our predictions and expectations as of today. Actual events or results could differ materially due to a number of risks and uncertainties, including those mentioned in our most recent filings with the SEC. During the question and answer portion of today's call, please limit yourself to 1 question and 1 follow-up. Please use the raise hand button to join the question queue. Before we jump into Q&A, Elon has some opening remarks. Elon?
Thank you. So I think we've got a very exciting year ahead of us with 2026. We're going to be substantially increasing our investments in the future, so you should expect to see a very significant increase in capital expenditures, but I think well justified for a substantially increased future revenue stream. And obviously Tesla's not alone in this. I think you've seen in most, if not all, certainly the major technology companies substantially increasing their capital investments. And we're going to be doing the same. I think it's going to pay off in a very big way. So we're investing in and improving our core technologies, battery powertrain, AI software, AI training, chip design, manufacturing, laying the groundwork for significantly increased manufacturing production. We are also strengthening our supply chain across the board, batteries, energy, AI silicon, everything. And laying the groundwork, like I said, for what we expect to be a significant increase in vehicle production in the future. And of course, a very significant increase, actually releasing Optimus, but increasing our internal production for testing, and then probably being able to have Optimus be useful outside of Tesla sometime next year. As you've heard me say a few times, I think Optimus will be our biggest product, not just Tesla's biggest product ever, but probably the biggest product ever. And I remain convinced of that conclusion. So on our vehicle side, it's always, I think, worth noting that a Tesla car is incredible value for money, and they're all autonomy ready, depending on what part of the world you're in. The supervised full self-driving is getting extremely good. We have just started production of Cybercab, and we'll begin production of our semi-truck soon. Now, I should say, whenever you have a new product with a completely new supply chain, new everything, it's always a stretched out S-curve, so you should expect that initial production of Cybercab and Semi will be very slow, but then ramping up and going kind of exponential towards the end of the year and certainly next year. And in fact, we'll be ramping up production of all vehicles in all factories to the best of our ability through the balance of this year. On the energy front, the United States and the whole world will need a lot of energy storage to meet growing electricity demand. Demand for our Megapack is very strong, and we're excited to begin production of Megapack 3 later this year in our new world-class factory outside Houston. For Full Self-Driving and Robotaxi, version 14.3 was a major architectural update, and we have a whole pipeline of major improvements to Full Self-Driving that we believe will lead to unsupervised Full Self-Driving being available anywhere in the world that it is legal to do so. And then there's a version 15, hopefully by the end of this year, but certainly by early next year. And that will be a complete overhaul of the software architecture, and will run on AI4. At that point, we're really just increasing the safety level of FSD above human safety level even more, meaning I think even within version 14, we're significantly safer than human, but B15 will take that to another level. We've expanded Robotaxi to Dallas and Houston using the same software source in the Bay Area. And the limiting factor for expansion is really rigorous validation, making sure things are completely safe. We don't want to have a single accident or injury with the expansion of Robotaxi, and we have, to the credit of the team, not had a single one to date. And then Optimus, we're preparing Fremont for start of production later this year with Optimus. Again, totally new supply chain, totally new technology. So therefore, it's the production S-curve is always very slow in the beginning, but we'll ramp up to significant numbers next year. And we're constructing a second Optimus factory at our Giga Texas location, and that will probably start production around summer next year. The V3 Optimus design is almost ready to demonstrate. I think we want to just make sure it's like polished. Like it works functionally, but there's some aesthetic elements that need to be finalized. And I think probably middle of this year, we should be able to show it off. We're also a little hesitant to show V3 off because we find our competitors do a frame-by-frame analysis whenever we release something and copy everything they possibly can. So I think there's some value to, not showing new technology until it's close to production. Congratulations to the Tesla AI chip team for taping out AI5. That's going to be a great chip. I think probably the best AI inference chip for edge compute that exists. And certainly, unequivocally the best value for money. Team did a great job, and we're already have a lot of momentum for designing AI6, and we've begun to discuss ideas for Dojo 3. So this is all very exciting. We've also finalized plans for the chip fab, the research chip fab on the Giga Texas campus, and we'll start construction of that this year. In conclusion, Tesla is working on a lot of large, ambitious projects. They're all very challenging, but I think they're going to be revolutionary. And this is what the team does best: solve the hardest problems and build amazing products. And I'd like to thank the Tesla team for all the hard work, and thank you to all of our supporters.
Great. Thank you very much, Elon. And Vaibhav also has some opening remarks.
Thanks, Travis. So 2026 has had an interesting start, not just for us, but I think the world in general. On the autos business, we have seen a resurgence in demand in EMEA and certain countries like France and Germany showing over 150% quarter-over-quarter growth in deliveries. In APAC, we witnessed growth in South Korea and Japan, again in terms of deliveries. Even out here in the US, we've seen a slight growth in terms of quarter deliveries. On the order backlog front, we ended the quarter with the highest Q1 order backlog in over 2 years. Whilst the recent increase in gas prices has had a positive impact on the order rate, this improvement started before the uptrend in gas prices. This is due to the work done by the Tesla team in bringing more compelling and affordable vehicles to market. 10 years back, when we launched Model 3 in the US with a promise of $35,000 starting price, which if you adjust today for inflation translates to about $48,000 in today's dollar terms, the starting price of Model 3 today is way less than that, while the product is way more compelling from where it started. Given this setup, we're focused on increasing our overall production volume, something that we already started in Q1. This volume increase is evidenced by the Giga Berlin reaching a record output of over 61,000 units in Q1. We plan to keep growing volumes further, not just in Berlin, but across all our factories. Our biggest limiter continues to be our battery pack capacity, and we are actively working on resolving that. Auto margins, excluding credits, improved sequentially from 17.9% to 19.2%. Note that we have had certain one-time benefits from warranty true-downs around $230 million and some relief on tariffs. We have not realized any benefit from the recent Supreme Court ruling on IPA tariffs, as there is still a lot of uncertainty around the final outcome. Both tariffs and sustained high interest rates continue to add to our automotive cost. Interest rate subvention costs are recognized upfront. If interest rates continue to rise, our cost of subvention will continue to impact auto margins. On the FSD adoption front, we continue to see improvement, reaching nearly 1.3 million paid customers globally. The bulk of the growth came from subscriptions, while upfront purchases only increased 7% as we removed the purchase option in some markets in Q1. We recently received approvals for FSD in Netherlands. This sets up us well for a EU-wide approval later in Q2, and we're just gated by how the regulators go about it. Additionally, we've also received approvals in China. The broader approval is still not there, but we're working with the regulators in the country, and we're hoping that we can get approval by Q3. With these approvals coming through, we expect the broader adoption of the software in the existing fleet and incremental demand for our vehicles. With all this in mind, we have evolved our vehicle sales strategy, where we now emphasize FSD as the product and vehicle as only the delivery mechanism. As we have noted previously, the energy storage business is inherently lumpy, tied to customer deployment timelines. In Q1, we deployed 8.8 gigawatt hour of energy storage, a 38% sequential decline. However, we still expect 2026 deployments to be higher than 2025. We set yet another record with gross margins in this business over 39.5% due to some one-time benefits from certain tariff recognitions of more than $250 million from certain tariffs which we had paid in prior quarters. On a normalized basis, we continue to expect energy compression from here with increasing competition and tariff impacts. As previously discussed, tariffs in this business can have outsized impacts as most of the battery cells are procured from China. Our order backlog for this business is robust, and we're doing our best to build not just based on existing demand, but also on expected demand. Services and others improved sequentially from 8.8% to 9.2%. This includes a collection of efforts meant to support our customers like service centers, used cars, paid supercharging, parts sales, insurance, and even our robotaxi business. We're making deliberate investments in the infrastructure to help the robotaxi in the future. We grew the robotaxi fleet quarter over quarter, and we expect to keep ramping the fleet as we accelerate and get into other geographies. On operating expenses side, we did increase sequentially from a full quarter stock-based compensation expense for the 2025 CEO compensation plan, for which one milestone is still deemed probable. Additionally, our spend on AI-related initiatives, including expense on development of our own AI5 chip and new products like CyberCap, Semi, Optimus, and MegaBlock, etc., continue to be at elevated levels, and we expect this trend to continue for the full year 2026. Net income was impacted from mark-to-market charges on our Bitcoin holdings, which depreciated 22% as compared to the last quarter, and the unfavorable impact of FX primarily from our large intercompany borrowings. On free cash flow, we ended the quarter with just over $1.4 billion. As Elon mentioned, we are in a very big capital investment phase, which is going to start now and would last a couple of years. So based on that, our current expectation for 2026 is over $25 billion of CapEx. And, just to remind you, we are paying for 6 factories, which were going to go into operation. Some have already started, some would go into operation later part of this year. We're further increasing our investment in AI-related initiatives, including the AI infrastructure to support robotaxi and the launch of Optimus. We've already started placing orders for the research semiconductor fab in Austin and for solar manufacturing equipment. While this may seem a lot, and we will have the impact of negative free cash flow for the rest of the year, we believe this is the right strategy to position the company for the next era. We'll make such investments in a very capital efficient manner. We're actively working on a mission of building a future of amazing abundance. However, that requires not just a lot of investment, but an immense amount of execution. The future is going to be great, and the whole Tesla team is rising to the occasion to make this a reality. I would like to end by thanking the Tesla team, our customers, investors, and vendors for having confidence in us on this journey. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Vaibhav. Now we're going to go to investor questions, starting with questions from say.com. The first question is, when will we have the Optimus 3 reveal, which we already touched on. But the rest of the question is, when will Optimus production start, since we ended the Model X and S production earlier than mid-year? And then what's the expected Optimus production rate exiting this year, and what are the initial targeted skills?
Well, as I was saying, what we found is that when we've unveiled various Optimus versions, we found out how competitors literally do a frame-by-frame analysis and copy everything we're doing. So I think we want to push the Optimus 3 unveil maybe closer to production. Start of production is, we're assuming is somewhere around the late July, August timeframe. I mean, just to inject some reality into these questions, since these questions are not, whoever did this question does not fully understand what happens with the production line. The last SX production will be in early May, but you have to look at the entire upstream portion of the production line. So you have to start with, cells, battery packs, motor production, all the parts production. And so we've been dismantling the SX production line, from the more base level parts, the more basic level parts, to as you get to more larger sub-assemblies, you start dismantling the line from the small parts first, not from the final assembly first. So the final assembly line will that'll be dismantled next month, and after the last of the SX vehicles done. Now you can't dismantle some gigantic production line like overnight. It takes at least a few months to do so, and then you've got to install a new production line, and you've got to provide all of the wiring and communication. Test out the machines of the new production line for Optimus. So that also takes several months. So frankly, if we're able to go from stopping production on one line, dismantling that entire line, reinstalling a new line, and turning that on in a matter of 4 months, that is an insanely fast speed. I don't think any other company on Earth has ever done that before. Just to put things into perspective and inject some reality into the situation here. I don't know what the production rate of Optimus will be this year. It is impossible to predict these things. When you have a brand new product in an entirely new production line, and you have 10,000 unique items, all of which have to go right to ramp production, it'll move as fast as the least lucky, slowest, dumbest part in the entire 10,000. And this is Optimus is a completely new product with a completely new production line. So it's just literally impossible to predict. Except that I think it will be quite slow at first, as we iron out the 10,000 plus unique items that have to be sold for Optimus to reach volume production. Initial skills will be, obviously we're going to start with simple skills in the factory, and then build up from there.
Great. Thank you, Elon. The next question is, what milestones are you targeting for unsupervised FSD and robotaxi expansion beyond Austin this year, and how will that drive recurring revenue?
Well, we certainly hope to have unsupervised FSD or / robotaxi operating, in, I don't know, a dozen or so states by the end of this year. Initially, we're taking it we're taking a very cautious approach to the rollout here. Like we haven't had any injuries and certainly no fatalities to date with the unsupervised FSD and robotaxi expansion. We want to keep it that way, and so I think probably unsupervised FSD or robotaxi revenue will not be super material this year, but I do think it will be material. It'll be material probably in a significant way next year.
Great. Thank you very much. The next question is, when do you expect FSD unsupervised to reach customer cars?
I'm just guessing here, but probably in the fourth quarter. It's difficult to release this to everyone everywhere all at once, because we do want to make sure that they're not unique situations in a city that, particularly complex intersection, or actually they tend to be places where people get into accidents a lot, because they're just perhaps there's an unsafe intersection or bad road markings or a lot of weather challenges. So I think we would release unsupervised gradually to the customer fleet, but as we feel like a particular geography is confirmed to be safe.
Great. And the next question is, how will Hardware 3 cars reach unsupervised FSD?
Unfortunately, Hardware 3, I wish it were otherwise, but Hardware 3 simply does not have the capability to achieve unsupervised FSD. We did think at one point it would have that, but relative to Hardware 4, it has only 1/8 of the memory bandwidth of Hardware 4. And memory bandwidth is one of the key elements needed for unsupervised FSD. And it's just generally a thing that's needed for AI. If you're doing an order aggressive transformer, memory bandwidth is the choke point. So for customers that have bought FSD, what we're offering is essentially a trade-in, like a discounted trade-in for cars that have AI4 hardware, and then we'll also be offering the ability to upgrade the car to replace the computer, and you also need to replace the cameras, unfortunately, to go to Hardware 4. So to do this efficiently, we're going to have to set up like kind of micro factories or small factories in major metropolitan areas in order to do it efficiently. Because if it's done just at the service center, it is extremely slow to do so and inefficient. So we basically need like many production lines to make the change. I do think over time it's going to make sense for us to convert all Hardware 3 cars to Hardware 4, because that's what enables them to enter the Robotaxi fleet and have unsupervised FSD.
And for what it's worth, in the meantime, we are going to also release a V14 version for Hardware 3. This will be a distilled version of the same V14 software that we released for Hardware 4. And people should be able to start the drives from park state and basically have all the features that V14 for Hardware 4 has. And that's expected to come end of June.
Great. Thank you very much. The next question is, what enabled you to finish the AI5 tape-out early? And were there any changes to the original vision? Last week, Elon said AI5 will go into Optimus and the supercomputer, but 1 month ago said it would go into the Robotaxi. Has AI5 been dropped from the vehicle roadmap?
Well, the reason AI5 tape-out finished early was because the team worked incredibly hard to make it happen. And just over time, we gathered a lot of momentum. But we did have to work every weekend for 6 months straight, including every holiday. So it was a lot of sacrifice by the team, and I was there, of course, myself every weekend. Fortunately, we didn't encounter any major. We didn't make any major mistakes at least that we're aware of, that required pushing out the tape out. So the team just did a great job and worked incredibly hard is the reason. I do expect that AI5 will go into Optimus and into the data center, because it's looking like we'll be able to achieve unsupervised self-driving with AI4 that is far greater than human safety levels. So, which means it's certainly not immediately needed in the car. At some point, I think it will make sense for us to switch to AI5 in the car, but but there's not a pressing issue to do so. but at some point the AI4 hardware is going to get like so old that it's like, okay, the only reason they're keeping the factory open is for AI4. We are planning an AI4 upgrade to use newer generation RAM. So it'll go from 16 gigabytes to I think 32 gigabytes per SoC, so a total of 64 gigabytes, and probably a 10% increase in compute in sort of into trillions of operations per second and in memory bandwidth. So that's AI 4.1 or AI 4 Plus probably goes into production middle of next year, I think. Depends. It's depends on Samsung's doing the modifications for us, so it sort of depends on when they're able to finish those modifications and bring it to production.
Great. The next question is, now that FSD has been approved in the Netherlands and is expected to launch across Europe this summer, can you discuss your robotaxi strategy for the region?
Well, we're probably jumping the gun here on robotaxi in Europe, since it took us an immense amount of time just to get supervised self-driving approved in Europe. And these we don't control the regulators. It's we push as hard as we can, but it's ultimately up to the governments in Europe and the EU to decide what to do. As it is, we've only been approved in the Netherlands. We expect to be approved in a lot of other countries. And I think the supervised FSD goes to Brussels for EU review in May. Yeah. So, and obviously, then the next thing beyond that is to aim for unsupervised self-driving or robotaxi in Europe. I actually don't know what the time frame for that is, and would be somewhat at the mercy of the regulators as to when that approval would take place.
And from a technology standpoint, what we deployed in Netherlands and Europe is the same exact architecture and the training procedure and so on, except it had more Europe data. And I suspect the same thing will be true for unsupervised FSD as well. Whatever we use to solve in the US will work in other places in the rest of the world too, provided we were able to add the data from the local regions.
Great. The next question is, given the recent NHTSA incident filings, can you update us on the robotaxi safety data? If safety validation remains the primary bottleneck, why not deploy thousands of vehicles to accelerate removal of the safety driver?
Ashok, do you want to take that?
Yeah, we are increasing the amount of our QA fleet, but we also want to use the customer fleet to give us the useful metrics back so that we can scale it safely. Like Iran mentioned, we are absolutely focused on safety, and so far we have 0 incidents, and that's what the NHTSA filing also shows. In addition to safety, we are also solving some of these so-called scaling issues. For example, you do not want the robotaxi to be stuck blocking intersections or don't want to be dropping people off at slightly incorrect locations and so on. So we are simultaneously solving the long tail of safety by monitoring the metrics across the entire Tesla customer vehicle fleet, which are is close to driving 10 billion miles on FSD in the next few weeks, and also scaling up the amount of QA fleet that we have across the entire US to accelerate our safety validation, while also scaling the rest of the factors that can throttle the increase of unsupervised vehicles.
All right. The next question is V14.3 still the last piece of the puzzle to enable large-scale unsupervised FSD and robotaxi, or do we have to wait until V15?
Well, no, I think 14.3 is last piece of the puzzle for unsupervised FSD. Now, the question is like degrees of safety. like how safety and convenience, I suppose. We have a lot of known improvements, like major architectural improvements that we know would improve the probability of safety significantly. So I think it's not going to make sense for us to deploy, unsupervised FSD or robotaxi at large scale when we know that there are major architectural improvements to the software that can improve safety. So I think we're going to want to finish writing that software, validate it, and release it before going to large scale unsupervised FSD. Depending on what large scale means. I mean, we are, of course, as I mentioned earlier, doing unsupervised FSD in 3 cities, and we'll expand to, like I said, probably a dozen states or more later this year. So kind of depends on what your definition of large scale is. But yeah, I do think it wouldn't be right for us to go to like very large scale unsupervised FSD when we know that there are software improvements in the pipeline that would improve safety.
Yep, and I'd like to note that the version of Robotaxi that's running in Austin, Dallas, Houston, etc., those are essentially 14.3 variants, and it's obviously safe. That's why we're able to launch in those cities, and we continue to expand based on the V14.3 base for a while until V15 lands, and V15 is going to be a major upgrade.
Great, thank you. The next 2 questions we've already answered about Robotaxi rollout and the data that we're observing. So we will end on the last question, which is, what is Tesla doing to scale the energy generation business with solar? Residential roof deployments have stalled. Will Tesla move to regional solar and battery farms, perhaps coupled to superchargers? Will we deploy solar through utilities?
Yeah, the overall U.S. residential solar market is going through a bit of a correction after the loss of the homeowner tax credit last year, but we still see strong demand shaping up for the second half of the year. Tesla introduced a lease product this year that allows us to capture the tax credit ourselves and offer competitive pricing for homeowners. We've also debuted our own solar panel with superior performance and aesthetics, as well as our own best-in-class mounting system that gives us a fully integrated home energy ecosystem. We strongly believe that solar and storage markets globally will continue to grow at both residential and utility scale, and we will continue to invest in that growth.
Great. Thank you, Mike.
There you go.
So now we're going to move on to analyst questions. The first question is going to come from Will Stein at Truist. Will, please feel free to unmute yourself when you're ready.
And there's your best one. Enphase Energy, $100
can you hear me?
100%.
Yes, we can.
Great. Thanks for taking my question. Considering the various parties involved in the Terafab project, I'm hoping you can provide some details for investors about which party is going to take responsibility for each aspect of that project, funding it, designing it, building it, operating, taking production, and the like. We'd love to hear some more details.
Yeah, so we're still working the details of the Terafab deployment. In the near term, Tesla will be building the research fab on our Giga Texas campus. This is something we expect to be probably, a $3 billion-ish initiative, and capable of maybe a few thousand wafers per month. But it's really intended to try out ideas, the research fab, both in terms of maybe we have some ideas for improving the fundamental technology of how chips are made, and there's some new physics we'd like to test out. But we also want to test out the ability to to see if something is working in production. So you need kind of like a few thousand wafer starts a month to make sure that a production process is sound. And then SpaceX is going to take care of like the initial phase of the scaled up terafab, that's what we've figured out thus far. Any kind of intra-company thing has to be approved by both the SpaceX and Tesla board of directors. It's got to go through a conflict resolution. It's kind of unfortunately, a lot of complexity because we've got to make sure Tesla shareholders are served and SpaceX shareholders are served and strike the right balance there. So it takes a while to work through the kind of independent director reviews on this. So that's basically what we've figured out thus far is Tesla's doing the research fab, SpaceX doing the initial part of the large-scale terafab, and then we got to figure out the rest.
Yeah. And what about Intel's involvement?
So Intel is excited to partner with us on some of the core manufacturing technologies. So we plan to use Intel's 14A process, which is state of the art, and in fact not yet totally complete. But given that by the time terafab scales up, 14A will be probably fairly mature or ready for prime time. 14A seems like the right move. And we have a great relationship with Intel. A lot of respect for the CEO, the CTO, and the new team there. So we think it's going to be a great partnership.
Yeah, and the other thing on the research fab, I think we've said it before, we plan to do memory, logic, everything in the same place, including mask, because we want to have a quick iteration loop so that we can see and basically scale the technologies which we're trying to bring up.
Yeah, I think this will be unique in the world, or at least I'm not aware of any place where you have the lithography mask creation, and then logic, memory, and packaging in under one roof in one building. That's about the fastest I could possibly imagine doing recursive research and development, and being able to try out some pretty radical ideas, some of which have it's kind of long shot stuff, but if some of these long shots pan out, would be radical improvements in the way chips work.
Great. The next question is going to come from Pierre at New Street. Pierre, please feel free to unmute yourself.
Hey, thanks a lot for taking my question. A quick one first on FSD adoption. So you have 180,000 new users, paying users this quarter. And I compare that to your overall install base, it might be 15%. But then if I shrink that to the US or to North America, where most of them are, it's probably more like 30-35%. And I compare that, you probably sold about 100,000 cars in North America in the quarter. So you're winning twice more FSD users and you're selling cars. And then if I add to that picture the fact that I guess it's mostly hardware for owners who subscribe to FSD, it sounds like most drivers in North America who have hardware for would already be using FSD. Is that the right way to think about it? And the kind of like success FSD is meeting today, is that the right way to think about it?
Yeah, I think you're thinking about it the right way, Pierre. And the other thing which I'll share is that, you can't just look at one quarter versus the other quarter in terms of churn, but we are actually seeing churn of subscribers also coming down, which again is a reflection of the product is getting better and obviously, if subscriptions are going up, that is a good metric. The other thing also to note is that we are seeing customers actually drive longer, which again, you could correlate it. That's why you have lesser churn, because people are liking the product. And I've said this before, if I just use my own personal behavior, right? I literally get in the car, I press the button, and it just goes. And earlier I used to park. Now I don't even have to park. And that is the experience which we want everybody to get. And that's why you're starting seeing it in the numbers come through.
Excellent, thank you. And if I may, maybe a quick follow-up, completely different. It's more on the Optimus architecture. And you talked about the partnership with XAI and Grok. And I was wondering if you can share with us anything about how the system to intelligence is going to be implemented. Is that going to be on board on chips inside Optimus, or if we should think about like your fleet of like 1 million Optimus being produced a year, actually driving very significant inference demand in data centers as well for system to thinking?
Well, we think we can put a lot of intelligence locally in the robot, and certainly needs to be enough intelligence that if the robot gets disconnected, like if it's a bad cellular signal or there isn't Wi-Fi, Optimus can't just get stuck. It needs to have enough local intelligence that it can still do useful things, even if it loses connection. Kind of like the car. Like the car does not need any cellular or Wi-Fi connection to be able to drive safely. Now, I guess you can think of like Optimus needs kind of a manager to tell it what to do. Broadly speaking, like if otherwise it's going to keep doing the same thing it did before. So, I think you need kind of an orchestration AI, which Grok would be good for orchestration, and then for Optimus's voice, having a low latency, intelligent voice AI, Grok is actually very good for that. So if you want to talk to Optimus and have kind of a Grok level conversation, you kind of need to connect to a Grok level AI for that. But I would expect the amount of interaction, apart from like the voice stuff and asking complicated questions of the robot that necessarily needs a large AI model to answer. Grok would probably have about as much interaction with Optimus as a manager would have with the people on their team. So meaning Optimus could probably work for several hours without any management oversight.
Great. The next question is going to come from Dan at Barclays. Dan, please feel free to unmute yourself.
Great. Good evening. Thank you for taking questions. Elon, your chip suppliers generally generate pretty good economics on the chip they sell. Your approach has historically been on vertical integration. Part of that has been to get better economics. So I know the longer-term goal of Terafab is to get the supply you need, but how much of Terafab is also motivated to get better economics on your midterm chip purchases? And how long is it going to take to ramp to get to a yield that achieves that type of economic parity?
No, I mean, Terafab is not some sort of mechanism to generate leverage over our chip suppliers. It's just literally we don't see a path to having enough, a sufficient quantity of AI chips down the road as we scale production to high levels. Just the rate at which the industry is growing in logic, but even more so in memory, is just doesn't. We just anticipate hitting the wall if we don't make chips ourselves. So that's the reason for the Terafab. I think that we do have some ideas for how to make maybe radically better AI chips. And these are kind of research ideas that are, which means like long shot, but if long shot pays off, it's maybe a giant improvement. And it's just easier to do that if we have our own research fab and are developing our own production technologies. So, and if you look sort of long term at, say having AI satellites, making chips for those, there's no way in hell the existing industry can keep up with that. It's impossible.
All right, and our next question is going to come from Mark at Goldman Sachs. Mark, please feel free to unmute yourself.
Yes, good afternoon. Thank you very much for taking my question. I recognize the importance of FSD and that FSD can help to drive vehicle sales, and nice to see some of the improvements in the FSD technology more recently with version 14. However, I'm also hoping to understand if the company's view on new vehicle models has evolved. And I ask, given that, Elon, you posted on X recently that Tesla could develop a family vehicle, and there's also been some past discussion about a compact vehicle.
Well, I mean, Cybercab is the compact vehicle. It's actually, I mean, it's very roomy, but it's a two-person vehicle. And we do think probably most of our production long-term will be Cybercab because 90% of miles driven are with one or two people. So it would mean that, you'd want the vast majority of your production to be Cybercab. But over time, it's going to make sense for our whole lineup to be autonomous vehicles of different sizes. And I did talk a bit about this when we did the kind of AI day in LA at Warner Brothers, and showed like this is our current lineup, and this is what some idea of what our future lineup will be, which is that it's going to be almost entirely autonomous. In fact, long term, the only manually driven car will be the new Tesla Roadster. Speaking of which, we may be able to debut that in a month or so. It requires a lot of testing and validation before we can actually have a demo and not, have something go wrong with the demo. But I think it will be one of the most exciting product unveils ever. I'm not sure. I don't think it moves the needle massively from a revenue standpoint. But it is very cool. And I think it might be one of the most spectacular demos ever.
All right, Mark, did you have a follow-up question?
Yeah, thanks, Travis. My other question was on batteries, and the company mentioned batteries as a constraint on its growth. Can you speak more to how Tesla expects to resolve this, and to what extent that might come from ramping up your own LFP and 4680 battery cell manufacturing, or is this something that you'd expect to resolve primarily with increased sourcing from suppliers? Thank you.
Yeah, so at the moment, I think the limiter is not the cells itself, it's the battery pack capacity. And, we're, like I said in my opening remarks, we're actively working on resolving this. There's more capacity being added as we speak, and I'll let Lars add a few more things to it.
Yeah, thanks, Vaibhav. As you guys may have seen in Berlin, we started launching a Model Y battery pack with our in-house 4680 cells a few months ago, and that is ramping up nicely, adding to Berlin's output and helping with the demand surge that we've seen in Europe. As well, we're adding additional capacity in our Reno facility, sort of retooling it as it's been building packs now for, almost 10 years. And in order to put in some more efficient lines and get, additional output out there. And then, we continue to have growth in China as well, ramping in-house LFP module production and battery packs associated with that. So all of those things are happening now and in the next months. And that's, really plans we laid out a few months back to increase that output with the growing demand.
All right, thank you guys. And our next analyst is going to be Colin from Wells Fargo. Colin, please feel free to unmute yourself.
Oh, great. Thanks for taking my questions. you removed the safety driver in Austin, and you're now expanding in Dallas and Houston. What are the key safety metrics that you're tracking that gives you confidence that robotaxi is safe enough to expand? Is it sort of miles per intervention, miles per accident, per fatality, and where do you stand on that now?
Sure.
Yeah, we track basically all the metrics that you mentioned. We have a pretty large QA fleet spread across all of the United States, and then we look at any intervention that could happen, and then sort of simulate both in practice and also in our simulators that are very, very good nowadays using neural networks as what would have happened. And then based on all these analysis, we in the end make the call to expand. And so far, all of the expansions have gone according to our expectations.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of what limits wider deployment of robotaxi are actually not safety issues, but convenience issues, or the car basically gets paranoid and gets stuck. Like sometimes it gets, because it's programmed for maximum safety. So the problem is that then it sometimes just gets scared to do things. So like it sometimes gets scared to cross railroads, for example, or it'll get stuck at a light where there's the light never changes from red. Or I mean, there was one kind of amusing situation where a whole bunch of robotaxis got stuck in the left turn lane in Austin because, I kid you not, a Waymo had crashed into a bus. And so they could not turn left because the Waymo had crashed into the bus. And so you had this like long line of like, I don't know, a dozen or more Tesla robotaxis that were waiting for the bus to move, but the bus was never going to move because the Waymo has crashed into the bus. So that obviously drives people crazy if there's a whole bunch of robotaxis blocking the whole road. So it's a ton of things like that. That's the single biggest thing is just the car being scared to move or getting kind of stuck in situations like that. We've also had literal infinite loops where, the car might want to make a turn into a road, but there's construction, and then it goes around the block, tries to turn into the road with construction, goes around the block, tries to turn the road. And so you have to stop the infinite looping, literal infinite looping. So those are actually, and those are by far the issues that we have to resolve as opposed to direct safety issues.
Got it.
Great.
And then
did you have a follow-up, Colin?
Just last year I asked about, FSD and camera and the issues with sun glare, and you noted that there was a breakthrough with direct photon counting that addressed this issue. But a month ago, there was a NHTSA filing saying that they haven't received an update when the solution was deployed and the number of vehicles. Did it require a retrofit of the camera? Is this fully deployed? I guess I was just curious since the filing mentioned it.
Yeah. First, I want to say we did, change the cameras some months ago, and those are out. And the NHTSA flying is referring to like older vehicles. We always work directly with NHTSA on all of the issues that they raise with us, and they're asking for quite a bit of information, and we're complying with that in as timely a manner as possible. And so we expect to resolve that and any of the other investigations in short order.
Yeah, and we have also implemented stricter measures for the visibility of the camera. So in recent software builds, if the camera is not able to see things clearly because of residue buildup or whatever, then the FSD won't be available for those cars.
It just needs, you have to clean the inside of the windscreen.
Great. That unfortunately is all the time we have today. We appreciate everyone's questions, and we look forward to talking to you next quarter. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Okay, there we go. Let's hang that up. Yeah. There we go. That was quick. Bloody hell. Fantastic. That was great. It's interesting to see how Intel got pumped when Elon mentioned Intel. Damn it, I was muted. I can't believe I was muted. Sorry about that, folks. When we do earnings calls, it's always a difficult one. Yes, no, everyone's saying now. Yeah. Here come the... Yeah, I know. I mute myself during the show to make sure there's no
At
background
Capital
noise.
Insight tipped $1.99 through Super Chat.
Yeah.
Muted.
Yes, I know. Muted all the bloody way through, right? Okay, how long? I was only muted for a second though, wasn't I? I mean, just check which channels are open. That's all good. YouTube, yeah. That's good as well. Make sure that's unmuted. That's unmuted, yeah. We're all good now. All right, so I apologize for that. Sorry about that. I was just saying we got a nice little pump for Intel during that call. But Tesla always sells off because it's cult following. Unfortunately, they say it's a cult following, except it just pumps and dumps on itself. I've never fully understood it. But anyway, I love Tesla as a business, but I wouldn't own the individual stock. I buy it through the S&P and VUG and other great tech stocks, assets, but I wouldn't buy it. Oh, Mark Saxby. I'm so glad. I've been trying to find you for the last hour. I couldn't find you on X. I couldn't find you in the chat. Unfortunately, one of our moderators accidentally muted you and hid you from the channel, but you're back. Sorry about that. We just wanted to make sure you're okay. Unfortunately, I couldn't find you anywhere. I was literally searching for you on X. I was searching for you in the chat. I couldn't find you anywhere, but I'm so glad that you are back. Sorry, Mark. We didn't mean to mute you. One of our members muted you, but it was by accident and all good now. Anyway, you can hear me now. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the 10 facts. I really enjoyed that. I think Tesla is a great business. I just wouldn't buy it individually through the stock itself. It's just too volatile for me. It's a good trading stock if you want to buy and sell it all the time. But there you go. Oh, here we go. Stephen Lewandowski, Steam. Glad you're back, Mark. So sorry. No problem at all. Yeah, Stephen just accidentally blocked you for a minute, but you're all good. So it's good to have you back. All right, I'm going to go over now and do a very quick Discord event. No, mate. No worries, mate. I was driving back from Kennedy. No worries, mate. Glad you're back. They're good. I'm going to go over now to Discord. There's been many people join tonight. Going to do our last pro stage event of the night. For pro members, of course, we do 2 a day. So going to go over there. We've got a new way of doing things, a better way of doing things. So I give you a private YouTube event that only our pro members get. It's no ads. It is different set, completely different set. And it's just for private members. It's not recorded. It's just a private stream and then gone for our private members. You can call in, you can be on the event, and we can discuss the trades of our setups for tomorrow. All right, that's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. It'll take you now over to the extra channel. If you don't know what the extra channel is, it will replay what you've missed today, and the rest of us are going over to Discord. So here is the extra channel. This will play for you what you've missed today. Let me give it to you now. Live now on Extra. Live now on issue Discord password. I have reset, but maybe to timeout. I don't know, Mark. We have sorry, Kazansky. I have no control over your password. I'm afraid I can't do anything about it. And as I say, is it 5th time now? I don't know what else to do. I can't. I wish I could help, but I can't come around your house and find your password. I'm afraid. But yeah, I'll do my best to help, but I don't know what else I can do. Live now on Extra. Here we go. There we go. That's where we're live now on Extra. That's it from me. It'll automatically take you there, or click on that, a replay. If you are a Lucasade or Discordian and you want to support the community, join us on Extra. It replays what you missed. You can also mute it if you just want to help the channel grow as we reach different time zones around the world. The rest of you, I'll be on Discord in about 15 minutes. In fact, on quarter to the hour, I will give you all a special link. It's a private event, hidden private event, no ads, on Discord, on YouTube, not recorded, to give an optimum quality. We've decided it's a better way to do it, and we'll give you all the link to our pro members in a few moments. Okie dokie. That's it from me. Thank you so much indeed. I will see you back in the morning for the opening bell. Otherwise on Discord in 10 minutes. Otherwise on Extra. Have a wonderful evening. Great call from Tesla. A lot of good stuff there. And I found on Password Manager it's correct. Okay, hang on a minute. Let me see if I can fix you. Let me have a look. Kazansky. Hang on. I don't see you. I'm just looking for you, but I don't see you, Kazansky, I'm afraid. Okay. Let me just delete that. Just bear with me. I'm just trying to help a couple of people here. Kazansky, let me have a look. Copy. Just please bear with me. I'm just trying to help. We don't want no one ever gets left behind here. We're always helping. We don't end the show until everyone's taken care of. But Kazansky, no, you've not chosen a membership, I'm afraid. Wait, Martin, it's not. Wait, I can't wait. Unfortunately, I can't, Kazansky, I'm afraid. I've got to go. I'm already behind. I can't do much more. I've tried all day to fix this. I got Discord members waiting for the closing for the final stage event of the day. Wait, Martin, it's not working. Sorry, all. No, don't apologize, Kazansky. We're here to help. I just can't. There's only so much I can do. That's the only thing. We've accepted you in the server. You just need to subscribe. And you haven't yet done that. So I can't do it for you. I can't help you with the password. If you've said you've logged in, yeah, I'm a bit lost for words. Look, everyone's helping you. Look, Chip Gaming, if it's on a phone, I would recommend completely restarting the phone, may fix the issue. So I don't mean you wait. I will wait another. Oh, I see. Look, don't worry. We're all good. I just want to help you because I know how frustrated you're getting. I'm fine. I'll work 24/7. I don't. It doesn't bother me. I just want to help you. I actually get frustrated when someone gets left behind. I don't like it because I know there's a real person trying to do something. So I know you're a good person, mate. We know that you're trying to do it right. So anyway, I've got to go. I'll keep my eye out for it. I'll look out for it. Anyway, guys, see you on Extra. I'm now going to go over and do our final on-stage event for the day. That's it from me. Thank you much indeed. And that's it. I love how everyone's trying to help you in the chat. I'll get there. You will get there, mate. Might take 10 years. We'll probably pack up the show by then, mate. But stock market probably crashed by then. All right, that's it. All right. All good. Take care of yourselves and each other. See you on Discord stage event in 4 minutes. Bye-bye for now.